In Greek mythology, the sirens were creatures who sang such beautiful songs that sailors would crash their ships into the rocks just to get closer to them. Modern dating isn't much different. You meet a woman. She is charismatic, she is exciting, the chemistry is undeniable. You feel like you have found the one. But then she says something, a small phrase, a casual comment. You ignore it. You think, oh, she's just dramatic, or she's been hurt before. You steer your ship closer, and 6 months later, you are wrecked on the rocks. Your mental health is destroyed, your confidence is shattered, and you are wondering how you missed the signs. The truth is, you didn't miss them. You just didn't know how to translate them. People tell you exactly who they are if you listen. There are specific phrases that reveal deep-seated psychological dysfunction, lack of accountability, and emotional volatility. Today on Psychology Every Day, we are decoding the 5 phrases that are immediate, non-negotiable exit signs. If a woman tells you these things, do not argue. Do not try to fix her. Just walk away. Phrase number 1 is the classic. All my exes are crazy. Or variations like, my ex was a narcissist. My last boyfriend was a psycho. Every man I've dated has been abusive. Now pause. Is it possible she has had bad luck? Yes. Is it possible she dated one narcissist? Absolutely. But if every single person in her past is the villain and she is the perpetual victim, you are dealing with a psychological red flag known as the common denominator. Psychologically, this indicates an external locus of control. This person is incapable of taking accountability for their role in relationship dynamics. In their mind, things happen to them, never because of them. They likely suffer from splitting, a defense mechanism often found in high-conflict personalities, where they see people as all good, you right now, or all bad, the exes. Here is the danger. You are currently on the pedestal. You are the savior who is different from the others. But the moment you disappoint her, and you will, because you are human, you will be thrown into the crazy ex pile. You will become the villain in the story she tells the next guy. Phrase number 2. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. This quote, often attributed to Marilyn Monroe, has become the anthem for toxic behavior. When a woman says this early in a relationship, she is handing you a contract. She is saying, I reserve the right to be emotionally volatile, abusive, or chaotic. And if you leave, it's because you are weak. It is a preemptive strike against your boundaries. Healthy adults strive for emotional regulation. They try to minimize their worst. They apologize for their worst. Someone who wears their worst like a badge of honor is signaling entitlement. They believe their love is a prize so valuable that you should be willing to endure psychological abuse to earn it. Do not sign this contract. A relationship is not an endurance test. You do not have to handle abuse to deserve love. Phrase number 3, I have no filter, or yeah, I'm just brutally honest. You often mistake this for authenticity. You think, wow, she's so real. She doesn't play games. But there is a massive difference between honesty and cruelty. Honesty is telling the truth to build trust. Brutal honesty is using the truth as a weapon to cause pain. Psychologically, people who pride themselves on having no filter often score low on agreeableness and high on narcissism. They lack cognitive empathy, the ability to pause and predict how their words will impact someone else. When she insults your shirt, your job, or your friends and follows it up with, I'm just being honest, she is gaslighting you. She is reframing her aggression as a virtue. As the saying goes, people who are brutally honest are usually more interested in the brutality than the honesty. You cannot build a safe home with someone who brings a sledgehammer to every conversation. Phrase number 4 is a trap. You are just like all the other men. This usually happens during a conflict. You make a mistake, or you set a boundary, and suddenly she hits you with this global statement. This is a psychological concept called transference. She is not seeing you. She is seeing a ghost from her past. She is projecting her unresolved trauma, her father issues, or her betrayal wounds onto you. You are being punished for crimes you didn't commit. This is a losing game. Why? Because you will spend the entire relationship trying to prove you aren't like them. You will overextend, you will suppress your needs, and you will walk on eggshells just to avoid that accusation. She is using shame to control your behavior. By grouping you with all men, she strips you of your individuality. You are no longer John or Mike. You are just the enemy. You cannot reason with someone who is arguing with a ghost. And finally, phrase number 5. The hallmark of immature love. I shouldn't have to tell you. If you loved me, you would just know. This is the mind-reading trap. It stems from a romanticized, infantile view of love, the idea that true connection creates a psychic link where needs are met without communication. In reality, this is a setup for failure. No human being is a mind reader. When she says this, she is creating a double bind. She won't tell you what's wrong. She punishes you for not fixing what's wrong. This behavior suggests an anxious, preoccupied attachment style. She is testing you. She wants to see if you are attentive enough to guess her needs, because to her, that equals safety. But for you, it equals anxiety. You become a detective in your own home, constantly scanning her micro-expressions to see if you are in trouble. Healthy partners ask for what they need. Toxic partners demand you guess and punish you when you miss. Here is the hard truth. When you hear these phrases, your instinct will be to try to fix it. You will think, I can show her that not all men are bad. You will think, I can handle her worst. That is your ego talking. That is your savior complex. You cannot love someone out of their pathology. If someone lacks accountability, my exes are crazy, lacks empathy, I'm brutally honest, and lacks communication skills, you should just know they are not ready for a relationship. They are looking for a caretaker or a punching bag. Walking away is not an act of cruelty. It is an act of self-preservation. It is you saying, I respect myself too much to be the captain of a ship that is destined to sink. I want to know, what is the biggest red flag phrase you have ever heard on a date? Did you stay or did you run? Let's warn each other in the comments below. If you want to understand the psychology of why you are attracted to toxic people, make sure you subscribe to Psychology every day. Protect your peace. I'll see you in the next one.